And I might have had my microphone off. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely had it off. So I'm sorry for that. But welcome to the stream. I appreciate you. And we're just getting started. So you didn't really miss anything. Just me testing stuff and talking with my microphone turned off, like what usually happens. So nothing's changed. Nothing's really better, but nothing's really worse. So what am I doing? I'm getting, just ready to group up with two of my characters with Fez. This is going to be a high level group. And we're going to go and probably just kill some gorillas. Maybe try to find a couple of named in Firat the Dream. Just because I want something relatively easy. What I'm doing too is I've got my lower level druid here. They're only, I think, 75 because I'm trying to level them up a little bit. I want to try to get some more recent druid teleport action going on. So, because why? Because I'm cheap and I don't like spending money for those stupid stones in the guild hall. You know, the ones that teleport you places. So yeah, here we are entering Fear Out the Dream. And what do I usually do on Fridays? I like to get on here to remind everybody that tomorrow is Saturday. Because there's so many people in the world that don't know what Saturday is or when it falls in the week. No, it's because Saturdays we have our group stream thing usually. Unfortunately, interest in that has been dying out lately, which kind of sucks. I'm hoping that some of the people that haven't showed up in a bit for a few streams come back and start joining us. Where is Fez and why am I having problems targeting and auto following Fez here with my characters? Okay, here we go. Let's try this one more time. So yeah, 3 boxing, no third-party software, nothing fancy, just using macros and stuff. Playing my main character, Fezzelwig, the gnome mage. Let's do a group invis to everybody. And again, if anybody tunes in, feel free to say hey. I don't take myself or the channel very seriously. And I hope these guys are not going to make a beeline to where I'm making a beeline. It's it happens a lot of times. Like I get on here and suddenly there's a bunch of people hanging out where I usually hang out and killing what I usually kill, and I'm like, no, I wanted to kill those things. So here we go. We're gonna pull this. Well, let's set up assist. Let's set up the main tank. J.O. Pedro, hey, I watched your new player's guide video. I'm leveling on Berserker on Feronavi. I'm at level 48, loving Everquest. Awesome, man. Well, if you're on tomorrow at around 7 p.m., we're probably going to have a group that's close to, high level 40s, low 50s, group up. A WoW FF, which is Final Fantasy, and Lord of the Rings player. Awesome. I loved Final Fantasy VII. I played 8 for a little while. I think I even played 9 for a bit. But after that, I think I sort of lost some interest in Final Fantasy. It was just moving too fast for me. Which too fast, I mean like new new content was coming out too quick, or like new games, because I wouldn't even be finished with the one before it. And I'm like, there's another one already. I haven't even finished that last one. I think it moved a lot slower during Final Fantasy VII, because I remember playing that for a couple of years. Either that, or I just played it every second that I had that was free, because yeah, I beat the game a couple of times. I even beat the I think it was Emerald weapon or Sapphire weapon, which with the one that's underwater. That's the really hard one, and I managed to beat that one too. I had maxed out Knights of the Round. I had it multiply like 3 times to give it, or however many times that you need to give it to every one of your characters, and then maxed it out on each character just by grinding. So yeah, I was really into Final Fantasy VII. I still have my games saved on the memory card on the PlayStation, but I don't think I have a copy of the game anymore, and I don't know if that memory card still works, because I haven't even plugged in my PlayStation in forever. It'd be fun to try and see if I could, make a video of me playing old ass Final Fantasy or something. There's actually a Final Fantasy VII that I downloaded for PC a while back, and I started playing that, and I thought about making a video for it, or live streaming. But thank you for watching. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, well, I plan on continuing to keep going as long as YouTube lets me, As long as people keep watching too. I think I would get really bored if people stopped watching. So I mean, as long as there's an audience, I'll keep doing it. Because I don't even like streaming for very long if nobody's watching. I just tend to get bored. But yeah, I like gonna keep trying to make content. I'm gonna try to, make some funny stuff too now and then, because there's only so many people playing Everquest. Just playing a single game limits my audience, and I don't really want to do that. I want to try to get all kinds of people. But I'm glad you're enjoying Everquest. To some people advise you to get a magician. I'm kind of surprised, because there's a lot of Everquest players, like older players, who like to, I don't know if they'll trash talk a magician, but they never consider a magician to be like the best class. Most people say a necromancer is one of the best, or maybe like a shadow knight or a monk. That they'll try to say is the best. But I've always loved being a magician. I think it suits my kind of gameplay. I really enjoy sitting back, sending my minions to do my dirty work, and occasionally I fling fireballs. I think if EverQuest was like real life and I was really a gnome, I would be a gnome mage. I just can't see any other path for myself. But I do like playing other classes too, because playing the same class all the time can get a little dull. Um, as far as advice for Berserker, I mean, I don't know. I guess it all depends, you know? Like, if you like to solo, if you like to group up with people. As far as finding groups, I always tell people to try talking in the general chat if you can. And you know, say looking for group in the general chat. There is actually a looking for group tool if you type in /LFG, hit enter, and it opens up this window, but I don't think anybody uses it. I've tried to play with it a couple of times and use it, and there's never anything going on. So, you know, if I click get matches right now, I can guarantee that nothing's going to come up because nobody uses the LFG tool. To be honest, I mean, the LFG tool isn't that good anyway. People have to flag themselves as looking for a group to appear in there. So I think a lot of people these days, if they're on like a regular standard server like Veronavi, a lot of people just either solo or multi-box. But there's still some people that group. In fact, you know, I've been grouping more lately, especially on Saturdays, where we do our live streams and we group up with people who have subscribed to the channel. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic, but there's a nasty little gnat that keeps landing on it, and I tried to shush him away. He is just loving the microphone right now. He's on it again. Hey, gnat, piss off. Yeah, I don't know if I'm great at giving advice for people that want to progress or level up. I mean, I just enjoy the game. There's always people saying, "Oh, you know what you should do next," and there are people who like progression, you know, and not gonna knock it. You know, there's plenty of people that love doing the progression and stuff. But that's just never been me. I just kind of like playing just to play. I just like playing as an escape from my miserable life because I'm an Uber driver. And while it's not too bad in my city, most passengers are actually really polite and good people. It still gets old. You still get a couple of people here and there that, you know, kind of talk bad to you, like they want to give you a hard time. Or like what happened to me yesterday, where I almost got into a nasty car accident because some fool was running a red light. And that video is up on my YouTube. I even made like a joke video about it. But when it happened, I wasn't laughing. It wasn't fun or funny. It was terrifying because I was convinced for a second there that my car was going to be totaled. I didn't think I was going to die or really get hurt real bad, but I did think that all my airbags were going to deploy, because had he not realized that he messed up and hit the brakes when he did, he would have plowed into my car and my day would have been over right there. So yeah, I'm glad he realized his mistake when he did, because you can clearly see in the video that I took on my dash cam that I had the green light and he did not. The one advice I'd say is if you play and if you've got a paid account, be sure to activate your auto grant on your AA abilities. I'm sure you know what auto grant is by now. If you don't, you open up your inventory, click on your AA button, and it's right up here, auto grant. And when you have that turned on, anytime you level up, you get AA abilities when you level. Which video? I don't see it. The one about the car accident, it was posted yesterday. It'd be under just regular videos. There's also one in the shorts. If you look at shorts video, there's one, it looks like a demon face. That's the one I made, like a parody of my car accident, or almost car accident. But yeah, it was intense. But again, you know, to the guy's credit, he realized that he was running the light before he actually drove into me. So good for him, you know. He didn't actually hit me. So I'm able to laugh about it. I'm gonna make sure I get everybody hasted. I don't know if the haste is worn off on anybody. Also check the mana regen on everybody. Hey Philip, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. I'm doing all right. Talking to J.O. Pedro here. I hope I'm saying the name right, J.O. I get names wrong, and it's never intentional. Yeah, that could be cool. It's a Portuguese name. Okay. I didn't know it was Portuguese. So eu falo pouco português. So I bet nobody knew that about me. It's out now. A sounds like Anne. Okay. So Jono? Yeah. I'm full of surprises. Philip asked, what are the perks with the expansion packs? Because he hasn't gotten any. I think there are some perks, like you get like some mounts and stuff. Because it was one of the guys, I forgot his name now, but he was in our group things on Saturday. He's the one that stopped showing up, but he had some special mounts that he got for ordering one of the expansions, and it was a really nice mount too. Had a lot of hit points and mana and stuff, just by equipping the mount, and then you got that permanent hit point and mana buff. It was amazing. So I guess it's pronounced Jano? Jano? I don't know. It'd be easier if I just say Pedro. So if that's okay, I'll just say Pedro for now. So you speak Portuguese from Brazil or from Portugal? Oh, hey, look, we got a named up. Let's pull him. Watcher, I don't know, whatever the hell his name is. I am in Firat the Dream. So if you're bored and want a little bit of XP, I could suspend one of my minions and add you. I'm actually trying to level up the druid a little bit, but the druid's kind of getting punched in the gut by this dude because he's got a nasty AoE. Oh, look, we got a nice drop here from the rare named. We've got this Teu Stitched Spalders, 67 AC, 918 hit points, bunch of other nice stats. We also got a Dream Fragment. Dream Fragments, if you're unaware, can be turned in to get the RK2 version of your spells. So those are nice. Dream Sapphires are nice. They are not for trade skills, but you could just sell them to any merchant for like over 100 plat. Might even be over 200 plat. I forget just how much you get for those, but it's quite a good amount. Okay, you're in between naps. Was about to nap again and saw you were live. Well, thanks for joining me, Philip. You're taking a lot of naps there, buddy. I hope you're doing okay, like health-wise and all that. I don't know, like if you ever need help with a raid mob. Oh, look, Amber Herd is up. I mean, Bouncer Herd. I'm sorry. Gonna go take out Herd over here. If you ever want to do your epic and you need a little bit of help, and if I can help and I'm available, I will try to help. But there are a lot of nice weapons out these days that you can get without doing the epic. I mean, it's really up to you, you know? Whatever playstyle you have or that you want. Like I said, personally, I do this for enjoyment. But I've also been playing for a really long time, so I do know some stuff because of how long I've been playing, so I try to share some of it, some of the ridiculous gamer knowledge. Yeah, the epic was the best weapon like that you could get at level 60, you know, back when level 60 was the cap. The epic was for sure the best for a lot of classes. I think that's back when the max level might have been 55, if not 60. I get them confused sometimes. 60 might have been Lucelyn, but I think epics came out during Kunark. Please feel free to correct me in the comments if anybody knows for sure. I don't mind at all. But especially if you're playing on the Throne of Eye server, you might end up surpassing the level where your epic is useful and just finding another weapon that is just as good or almost as good, or maybe even almost a little better as far as the damage and delay ratio. So I mean, I did some of the epics on my old account or my old server just for the heck of it. Um, I was mostly three boxing and using mercenaries and stuff to fill out the group, and was able to get the epics done with a single group because the weapons that we have available now, they just do a lot more damage than the old ones did. Um, so, yeah, I managed to do the 1.0 cleric and the 1.0 mage one. I don't think I ever finished the 1.0 for the enchanter though. My knowledge ends up being insufficient anytime we start talking about the planes. Um, like I know some of the planes of power zones, but when it comes to like sky, the plane of sky, the plane of growth, planes like that, the ones where you used to need a druid or a wizard to take you there. A lot of those planes I only visited recently. Like I think I was at the plane of sky or growth, um, and I was thinking of making a video about it, but I couldn't even figure out like where to go to find the mobs that you're supposed to fight. It just seemed like a quest zone to me. I didn't understand any of it, so I didn't proceed. I didn't bother making a video. So I think I just went somewhere else and made a completely different video. And I'm trying to push myself to go to zones that I haven't been to before. Um, because, you know, I think I would learn. But at the same time, there's times where I just don't have a whole lot of time to play. And I want to do something safe because I don't want to have to deal with a bunch of dead bodies. So I just come here to like fear out the dream, or I play one of my low level alts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the max epics are now. Like, I don't know if there's an epic 3.0 yet, or a 4.0, a 5.0. I have no idea. Um, I kind of feel like the epics have become obsolete. Yeah. I mean, with the new level cap, you probably don't really need to worry about it. I'm sure there's plenty of really nice weapons that you can get from other players in the bazaar if you can't find them on your own. Some of them sell pretty cheap. I've come across a few nice weapons myself. Like there's this jumping axe off of a rare named spider that spawns right around here. And if I get another one, I kind of hope I do. I'm going to give it to one of my other characters, and which will be the ranger. And once my ranger has one, then I'm just going to start having extra ones that I could sell or give away or something. But I haven't found enough of those jumping axes lately. Yeah, he is on Throne of Eye. You're welcome to join our guild if you're not in a guild. We made a guild called Chamber of Chaos, and we've got some in level 40s in the guild. I want to start inviting more people. And I was going to ask you, Phil, like the next time I spoke to you, if you ever meet anybody in the game while you're playing, if you're playing one of your lower level guys or something that are looking for a guild or anything like that, feel free to invite them. You don't have to ask me. You know, you're a guild officer. You can invite people if you want to. Because I think the more people we get on our guild, the more people would want to join because they'd have people to play with, you know? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people like myself who get a little tired playing with themselves. I mean, you know, playing solo, alone. Yeah, that's what I meant. So, yeah, feel free to invite new people. I'm all for it. Yeah, exactly. Philip, you hit the nail on the head. There are times when I really kind of don't want to be bothered. I want to do my own thing. But there's times when doing my own thing gets boring, it gets lonely. And I wouldn't mind some company, you know? Um, that's why I usually offer. If I say, hey, do you want to come and join? You're welcome to. Believe me, if I don't want you around, I won't invite you. You know, and likewise, like if you ever ask me, hey, you know, can you help me with this? And I say, I'm sorry, I can't right now, or not right now, or something. This just means like I'm just unable to socialize at that moment. It doesn't mean that I won't ever. So keep that in mind too. Oh yeah, you don't need to be a paid subscriber to join a guild. You could join a guild for free. It's really cool how much you could do and still be free to play. Sometimes I get burned out on Everquest, as shocking as it is, and I start playing other games for a little while. That's why there's some videos on my channel of me playing other games. I haven't even checked to see if my druid is getting XP in this group of level 90s. I gotta check. Because the druid's only level 75. Let's take a look now. Oh yes, they did get XP. Wow, they got 1%, 1.083% XP. That's pretty cool. Because I think Fez only gets 0.046%. They don't even get a half percent. Yeah, it can be hard to solo past level 80. Like, I don't know if you consider 3-boxing solo or not. I just consider playing one character with maybe a mercenary as solo. But I don't ever really play over level 85 with just one character. I always have to have at least two because I want to be able to slow the mob. Oh, the named is up again. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really solo, but sometimes I 3 box or 4 box or 5 box. I usually don't like to go over 5 because I always like to have at least a cleric mercenary, because the mercenary clerics are really good. They don't make mistakes. They don't go AFK. Although sometimes if you get too many mobs at once, they may try to run away, which that could really suck. So yeah, I'm gonna pull the named again. Hopefully nobody dies. The druid's gonna get close to dying because the druid's got no hit points, and this named has a very nasty AOE type of spell. Yeah, the druid's only got 20k hit points. Yeah, one hit by that AOE knocks the druid down to 20%. But again, yeah, I wouldn't really solo at 80 plus. Ooh, we got the ring this time. Oh, and we got a grape candy. Sweet. Oh, it's for the legs again. I've got so many of these for the legs, guys. So if any of you need some grape suckers for your legs, let me know. This ring is pretty nice though. I might see if the paladin needs it, because it's for level 80 to 85. And it's got another fragment, dream fragment, for spells. Yeah. The Moors could be difficult if you, depending on what kind of gear you have too. Um, a lot of the gear that I make for myself is kind of, might be considered cheating for some people. Um, so what you said you had a berserker that was level 40 something, right? What is the character's name? And maybe I'll see about sending them some jewelry or something. I could send myself an email. Okay, hopefully I'm spelling it right. It looks like it's SAISQLOL. So if that's correct, Yeah, I could send you some like platinum trio jewelry or something. It might help you survive some hits. I got it written down. Oh yeah. Well, Philip, I thought that was something everybody knew, man. Oh, Herd is back up. Let's go kill Herd. What you did to Depp was disgraceful, Herd. Wants to give you a ring. Uh, the mercenary's name doesn't matter. Yeah, but do you know, Pedro? You know how to use the parcels, right? The parcel system where people could send you stuff inside of Everquest. So yeah, just take a look at the parcel system, maybe tomorrow or something. Excuse me. I'll try to send you some gear that can help you out a little bit. Yeah, mercenary names are random. Although you always get the same one. Once it names your mercenary, it'll keep that name unless you maybe switch, like you dismiss them and get a new one. Or you can rename your mercenary with a potion, like I did with my clockwork mercenary. And I named him Boreum, which is the name of a mineral or a metal. Because look at him up there, you know. He looks like a Boreum. I just got tired of having him named a clockwork healer, you know? Which reminds me, I need to change the mercenary on my druid. Because they're still using a tank and they don't need it. Right. So I'm going to have to wait a minute for to be able to switch them. How do I get these little guys? These guys I got because I ordered an expansion of some kind. Let me show you. /claim. I don't think you can get them now. But they are something that you claim here in the claims window. So they're a reward. And it's called Mechamanic Blueprint. And I have access to 978 of them still. So I would click on that. I would hit claim. And then a little certificate would appear in a bag in my inventory. And I right-click that certificate. And it unlocks this mercenary. And then I would go and get him from a specialized mercenary guy in POK. And, you know, being a gnome, I really love these guys. But again, yeah. I don't remember what expansion they came out. I'm assuming that they came out in, like, Secrets of Fade War. Because that was all about Meldrath and stuff, wasn't it? You know, him being a gnome. So at least that's what I assume. But the the little robot mercenaries, the Steamworks can be healers and oh, thank you, Philip. A gnomish wand waver. Yeah, maybe I'll make that a rule where if it's a super thanks or a super chat of any kind, I have to say out loud what it is, as long as it's not a swear word that could get me banned. Yeah. I think I'm okay with making that deal. Even if I'm saying that wand waivers stink or something. As long as it's nothing that can get me into trouble with YouTube, yeah, I'll do it. So you heard it here, folks. And thank you, Philip. I appreciate it. Dangerous. Yeah, yeah. I really like these gnomish clockwork guys. Yeah. You could also get you could get some interesting illusions too. I don't know if you've tried this where you click on the Daybreak store, and right now they've got this one weird clockwork thing. You see this weird flying, I don't know what the hell it is. It's supposed to be a metamorph clockwork. So I believe it's an illusion. I don't know for sure. Let's see what it says over here in description. This item will summon a clockwork familiar or change your pet into a clockwork whirligig. So hey, that's kind of cool. If you order this, you can turn your clockwork into a clockwork whirligig. And you know what? I might just do that. I might just do that for Fez and order this right now. I did it. I'm going to have a clockwork whirligig. So, here we go. Let me move it into one of the other bags so I don't accidentally destroy it or something later. Thinking that it's junk. Because I've been known to do stupid things like that. All right. So now I'm going to use this illusion on my pet. What? Oh, it just summoned one instead. No, I don't want that. I wanted you to make it my pet. Let's try it again. I guess I gotta target the pet to do that. Okay, there we go. So now my pet is a stupid looking robot that flies. If ever you're a pro coffee message, that's funny. Army of Clockworks, yeah, yeah. So let's see, pull our next victim over here. Yeah, that video I made kind of making fun of my near miss accident thing seems to be well liked. I'd say it's the best video I've made so far as the shorts go. It was actually kind of funny. It's funny, that little flying clockwork is actually holding the swords. It really doesn't look like it's very sturdy or strong. On my old server, I actually had a metamorph wand that made my air pets look like clockworks also. So it was even a bigger army of clockworks. It was a good video, but don't put yourself in that situation more than you need to. Well, of course not. I'd never do that on purpose. I would sooner like try to green screen it or something. Or just pretend I'm completely cool with just sitting in a non-moving car and pretending something happened. But if you didn't know, I have a permanent dash cam mounted in my car, and it's up there 24/7 whether I'm driving or not. And I just feel a lot safer driving around with that dash cam on, because nobody wants to look like a Karen on the internet. You know, even if they don't like me or whatever, they're less likely to say something really nasty or to do something really nasty because they don't want to end up all over the internet. Which I would be fine with doing if somebody's going to be a total bastard, you know? If somebody threatens my life, I'm fine with putting them on full blast and making them look stupid. Yeah, no, I'm not someone... You don't know me that well. Yes, I would never seek danger for views or anything. I'm the kind of person that if you said, I'll give you $1 million to walk down this dark alley in the middle of the night that's known for gun violence, I would say, well, thanks for the offer, but you can keep your $1 million. I'd rather keep my life intact. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Not a danger seeker at all. Oh man, I saw that spider. From a distance, I was kind of hoping it was the rare. But yeah, you have nothing to fear. I'm not ever going to seek danger for views. I don't even like people who do, like, obnoxious pranks for views. Like the ones that probably shouldn't be done because somebody could get hurt. I think way too much in advance about stuff like that. I should probably turn on my my lessons on the druid here. Give him a little XP boost. Probably turn it on for Fez and the enchanter as well. Lessons. And where is lessons for Fez here? Come on, where's lessons? Oh, there it is, lessons. Safety lady was named Karen. It was a perfect name for that position. However, she was really cool. Yeah, you know, I've actually had a few passengers named Karen. And before I pick them up, I'm on my way there, and I'm looking at my app, and I'm like, oh God, this one's named Karen. I'm dreading it. I'm like actually afraid. I'm like, she's gonna yell at me. She's gonna ask to speak to the manager. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be like the worst experience ever. And honestly, most Karens are perfectly fine, nice people. They just have a very unfortunate name. Uh, so I've never met a Karen personally that lived up to the name that's known on the internet, and I hope I never do. I've met a few people that lived up to that reputation. I've had a couple of passengers that start talking to me like I was literal garbage, but luckily it wasn't actually the Karen doing it. It was just somebody else who was terrible. Yeah, I get to call someone a Karen without them getting mad. Well, that is pretty funny. Yeah. I'm like, Karen? And they're like, yep, that's me. So, but the whole time I'm usually nervous thinking, oh, it's gonna happen. They're gonna be terrible. But yeah, like a lot of times they're not. They're fine. On occasion, I'll get someone with, my name, and I'm like, man, if I pull up and I see myself standing there waiting for a ride, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna be like, uh-oh, I crossed into the multiverse. This isn't okay. How the hell do I get back home? A herd is herd a named or just a pillow pooper? This one is just a pillow pooper. They don't drop anything special. There is a rare named that drops in herd's place, but the herd is just a turd. Ha, yeah. Have you heard about the word bird, bird, bird? The bird is the word. So yeah, yeah. The herd keeps popping. I want the rare name to pop. He pops in the same place, and he's another ogre. But the named drops good stuff. So I'm hoping he'll spawn before I finish up this live stream. And if anybody's curious about the location, I'll get the map open. And it's Fear Out the Dream, and you see here is about where I am. It's about here. If you're looking at my mouse, where you zone in, Plain and Knowledge book is right about here. So I'm not far. I'm right here, right before the water, like near the bridge. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Pillow pooped only once. That's funny. Yeah. Sometimes I'm not sure what you're talking about, man, but it's all good. But I do know that was an Amber Heard reference, and so that was funny. trying to see if there's anything else coming up here, like named or whatever. I think there's even like a rare snake somewhere, but I don't think they spawn here. I'm trying to make sure I keep killing the snake that spawns here, because sometimes I think a spider spawns right there, and it's where the rare is. It's either that snake or it's something that's just a little over to the left here. I gotta remember that I have my my lessons up, so I gotta actually hunt for stuff to kill. Make sure I keep pulling so I don't waste my lessons. But sometimes it happens. I mean, especially now that Fess is 93, he's kind of a little overpowered for this zone. I could probably solo a good number of things here. I just choose not to because it's safer and easier if I don't. Yeah, I'm up to 577, which is pretty nice. But, you know, tomorrow I can look it up and it's back down to 575 or 570. Because for some reason, I don't know if YouTube does it where they just randomly delete subs, or if subs randomly decide, you know, Fez is a douche, I don't want to follow him anymore. Positive thoughts. Okay, I'm positive that tomorrow it'll be back down to 575. How's that? I mean, I hope it keeps going up, man. I really do. I'd love to see it going up. No one wants this to succeed more than I do. But I tend to be realistic, and if I see a trend that something keeps happening, I assume that it's probably going to happen again. I don't assume that it's magically going to break tomorrow just because I made one funny video about voices in my head looking like demons and angels and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if it climbed a little more. You know, not trying to say I'm never satisfied, but it's just, you know, we see YouTubers out there where they get 100 subs a day, or more, like, you know, 1,000 subs a day. I would be happy with 10 solid subs a day, or even just one steady sub per day. That would still be more than I'm getting now. Now I kind of get like maybe 3 or 4 subs for every video that I release. And on occasion I get no subs for a video that I released. So either I'm not meeting the right audience, or there's a bunch of people running through. Looks like they had a lizard man following them. I don't know if that was one of their mercenaries, because there's lizard man mercenaries, or if they were getting chased by something. I'm gonna recast my damage shield. Try to find more things to pull. I guess I'm gonna pull some snakes because there's nothing else to kill right now. Kinda sucks. I should probably go to the gorillas, but I'm sure that the lizard men here are gonna spawn again in a minute. They're just taking their sweet time. Come on, stuff, spawn. Yeah, the zone is pretty dark. Check my my gamma. Yeah, my gamma is pretty much normal. I usually keep it around between 26 and 30. Don't want to turn it up too high because people kind of freak out about that shit. They're like, your gamma's too high. What are you, allergic to color? I'm allergic to your face. So, Philip, how was your week? Anything interesting or noteworthy happen? Wow, we've only got 3 viewers right now. So that's pretty sad. So, just a reminder to the 2 people watching. Tomorrow we're doing our Saturday stream where we group up with people. Usually subscribers to the channel. And it's going to start at 7. So I'm going to put a reminder in the Discord. Starting at 7 now, not at 6. Because everybody always shows up like half an hour to an hour late when it's at 6. So we're just going to start at 7. Yeah, 7 Eastern time or 7 New York City time. Whatever makes you remember it easier. Yeah, thanks for that, Phil. I didn't specify Eastern. But the group level, I think, is at about 48 right now. 47, 48. So if you've got a character anywhere about that level, 50 would be fine. They can group up with us. We're gonna meet near the small bank in POK, and you'll know when the stream comes up exactly where we're standing. It's usually closer to the gnomes trade skill building. Oh, excuse me. Where it's right by where all the those research guys are. They all have the surname of Sasmus. Rasmus, Sasmus, Sansus, Sasmus, all that crap. I'm glad you got my back because I've been looking for it. I haven't found it anywhere. I forgot that you were holding it for me. Thank you. For a minute there, I thought I was spineless. Nothing is spawning. I'm about to go kill the apes. But I'm still holding out hope that the named ogre will spawn before I decide to move. I guess I'll pull the spider. The only thing funny to me that happened at work is I got coworkers. One is DACA Dreamer, basically His parents came here illegally, and he was a child, and the other is Ukrainian refugee. Well, that's interesting. I got a prize for the druid that they can't use for like 10 levels. How's their XP? I thought they were gonna level like pretty quick here, but they're not. Yeah, that is kind of funny in a weird irony kind of way. Like, why would one refugee be kind of against the other, you know? And that's something I never understand when people start being like, oh, they're immigrants and stuff, blah, blah, blah. I was like, if we really want to do the right thing, we should all just leave and give the Indians their land back. Because everybody here is an immigrant. This wasn't settled by a bunch of British people thousands of years ago. It's all stolen land. So yeah, I don't understand it. Everybody here is immigrants. I come from an immigrant family myself. So why would I hate on immigrants? I don't. Yeah, it's bouncer hurt again, so I don't think the name is gonna pop. So I think I'm gonna give up on this and go fight some apes. I'm sure once I leave he'll probably spawn, but I don't care anymore. He's broken my heart and disappointed me. I do hope people show up for tomorrow. I mean, it just seems like less and less people are interested. I don't know if it's because of the zones we're doing or what, but I kind of say like, hey, if you got a good suggestion, I mean, it's cool that they're there. It's cool that they're safe and that they're both decent people. But the one would be a little more decent if he didn't kind of begrudge the other for being there. What, just because he's there a few years later? Does it matter? Yeah, as long as they're decent people and they're not causing any harm to anybody, that's all that should really matter. Okay, I'm gonna invis the group and try to get over the bridge over there. Oh, he said he was like level 48, 49, something like that. So he'd be a good level to join us. That's why I invited him. I don't know if he'll make it or not. I have no idea. Just met the guy on the stream, so don't know what his what his schedule would be like or any of that. You know, who knows? Maybe they'll show up, maybe they won't. Making sure everybody's following. All right, I found my spot. Right as a blighted gorilla attacks me. Today's a slow day for the stream. I guess I'm off my game. Throw out a PSA about tomorrow's stream. Yeah, there's only the same 3 people watching though. But I will be posting about it. I'll post it in the Discord, and I'll be posting it on my community tab on the channel. And that's gonna have to be enough. And then I usually try to post when the stream starts for people to let them know that it's happening. And if that's not enough, then that's not enough, you know? Can only do so much. You can lead a camel to water, but you really shouldn't beat him over the head with a lead pipe. Because you won't get much walking out of him after that. Oh, we got 2 apes. Well, that's alright. We can handle it. Yep, got them both. Yeah, I should. But you know, there's times when I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to, if I'll have time. I don't like to make long-term commitments because I don't know if I'll be able to follow through. I'm kind of surprised I've been able to follow through with every Saturday night so far without fail. Maybe we're doing it too often. Maybe you know, the stream could be like once every other week or once a month. I don't know. Because it seems to be too often as far as like how often people can make it. Unless, you know, we've just been unlucky. I'm sure if the channel had ton more subscribers, then there would be no shortage of people. Then we might have too many, wanting to group. But if that's the case, they could always make multiple groups and maybe we can go on a raid or something. I don't know. I'm just not much of a fan of raids. So I kind of would rather put someone else in the guild in charge of something like that. Because I get overwhelmed just trying to think of what next week's video is going to be about, I'm just here trying to level up my druid. So it's just me playing 3 characters. And I think I'm about done because we only got 3 people watching. And I think you're 1, I'm 2, and Pedro, who went AFK to eat, is 3. So, and he's AFK, so that's about it. So I'm cool with calling it a night because it's already 10 o'clock. Yeah, I could do polls. But, I'm also good with just asking the group when they form. Like, say we get, 4 people in the group. Ooh, we got Fester back over there. I think I'm going to try to pull just the one, but I think we're going to get Fester back. Yes, we did. We did get him. I thought we would. And I think I'll be able to kill him. Do host of elements. Yeah, Festerback is going down. He's the named gorilla. He also dropped some nice things. I really didn't expect to see him this quickly. There we go. So we got Festerback down. So what did he drop? He dropped a lesser dream fragment, miraculous stone. He dropped a putrid gorilla fur mask for druids, monks, necromancer, mage, enchanter, beast lord. Ooh, so it's a druid item. So I guess I'll send it to the druid. And the druid's almost up to level 76. So that's cool. And lessons is about to fade, so I'll try to see if I could find one more to pull. If not, I'm just going to call it a night. Yeah, here's one. I'll pull him real quick. I don't know if it'll be enough to level up the druid or not, but maybe. Oh, we got 2, which is fine. Yeah, the mask is pretty cool. As soon as you think you're done, the game says more. Oh, wow, we've got 5 people in the room right now. Hello, people who just joined. How's it going, everybody? Feel free to say hello. You missed it. We just looted a nice mask. Sent it to the druid. We're in Fear Out the Dream. And I think that's it. Lessons is over, so I'm gonna check the druid, see if they went up a level. No, they're so close though. They're at 98.629%. And they've been getting 1.163% per kill. So do you multi-box on one monitor or multiple monitors? I only have one monitor on this computer. Now I have 3 computers. My main one right in front of me. I have a secondary one to my left, and I have a laptop on my right because on occasion I like to check out Mischief. And that's a TLP server, and it's a TrueBox server, which means you can only play one account per computer. So I'm obeying the rules by playing on separate computers. And yeah, because I usually can't find groups on those servers. My desk isn't even big enough to support more than one monitor. Like I said, I really need a bigger desk. It sucks. It's too small. We're back down to 4 people, so I think it's safe enough to call it a night. I appreciate you watching and helping out and asking some questions and stuff, because that always helps. You know what I might do is have the group auto follow, have everybody invis. Well, actually, I could do it from here. I could see if the named is up. I mean, actually, I'm not sure because everything is red to this damn druid. And I don't remember the thing's name. Yeah, I'm just going to call it a night, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you all. It's always a good time. And remember, if you guys want, we're going to be streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. If you have a character that's level 40, like anywhere 45 to 50, you'd be welcome to group with us on the Verona Vi server where we're going to be playing. We have some characters that are in the 40s, high 40s over there. Oh, thank you, Philip. You have a good night too. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, Pedro, if you're still out there and watching, thank you also for joining. I appreciate it. And yeah, have a good night, Phil. See you tomorrow, buddy. Yeah, sent without making me say a bad thing. All right, see you tomorrow.